So overall, if you look at the industry impact, at this point in time, you see a dip. You see a dip in revenues because the country that we are, the way we are structured, we're used to transacting in cash. And the primary revenue source for any business.
As a result of the cash ban, most categories coming under the non-utility category having high-value products were the worst hit. Like the automobile category, for instance, that saw a dizzying fall of 62.8%, with 57.9% fall in growth in urban areas versus around 83% fall in growth in rural areas. Four-wheelers saw a downfall of 68.3% in urban areas and 81.4% in rural areas. Similarly, for two-wheelers, the fall in growth in urban areas is 59.2% and 84.3% in rural areas.
All non-utility. So if a guy needs to buy a tractor in a farm, he probably will buy it for his work, and they'll figure out a way to manage the cash and the credit component. But if a guy wants to buy a Beamer with the surplus cash, he'll probably defer it now. So that's a drop of almost 83%.
Similarly, the consumer durables category, which is not a high utility category, also saw a sharp decline of 46.7% since most customers delayed their purchase plans.
Consumer durables heavily bought on cash because you don't have to give a PAN number, you don't have to give a declaration, right? So that comes down by 54%. In rural India, there's a drop of 43%. People have delayed their plans to buy. So that's a big hit.
Restaurants, particularly dine-outs, saw a steep fall in growth of 42.1% in urban areas. The e-commerce category, which is the second biggest contributor in terms of advertising expenditure too, saw an overall dip of 20%. The fall in the cash-on-delivery segment was 40%, while online payments, on the other hand, saw a jump of 70%. The FMCG sector is estimated to have faced fallen growth of 26% in urban areas. However, few categories like mobile wallets, cabs and healthcare instead saw an uptick.
All businesses which thrive on unaccounted cash are the businesses that suffer. Every other business is completely a short-term impact, and that is generated because of the fact that we are used to paying cash, right? And everything depends on retail. So it cannot last for too long. It's a change in habit, right? So at this point in time, it's bad, but in the long term, it should pick up.
Even though there seems to be more gloom than light currently, industry experts, however, say that the uncertainty and panic is more a short-term consequence.